News right now. Police are investigating a possible armed carjacking, and this is video Sky 5 shot just a little bit earlier this morning. It happened at 2664 Smith Springs Road. There's no word on if this was related to other recent carjackings. As soon as we get more information, we will pass it along to you.
And yeah, there's more breaking news on a similar front. A suspected car thief is dead after a victim fights back and sends bullets flying. News Channel 5's Cuthbert Langley joins us from the scene. This is up in North Nashville. And Cuthbert, two of those suspects were able to escape, right?
Steve, yes, there was a total of three suspects involved in all this. One of those suspects was shot and killed, and after that happened, the two other ones ran away from the scene and have not been seen since. Police say they are tracking down leads. They believe these two were driving in a white Jeep, an SUV, when they left here. So they are looking for that car right now and anyone with any information that could help get these guys off the streets this morning. Here's a look at the scene from last night. Here's a rundown of what happened. Police say that these two victims were hanging out in front of a home on Chateau Valley Drive when a car came up with three people inside. They were all armed with guns. Those three people came out, robbed the two victims who were hanging out in that front yard, and during that robbery, one of the suspects ended up getting the keys to a car from that victim. When that suspect tried to get into that car, police say that's when an all-out gunfight began.
As that suspect was attempting to take one of the victim's cars, gunfire erupted where the victim was also armed. The suspect was struck by the gunfire and was found deceased in the car at the scene.
And this is the car right here, and you can see, at least on this side, 3 bullet holes there on the back door there. There are also bullet holes on the other side of the car. I went over there and probably counted anywhere between 5 to 7 bullet holes in that one car. So that shows you the amount of gunfire going on here. I spoke with the owner of the home right where all of this happened, and he says it was his son-in-law and his son-in-law's friend. That friend was the one who opened fire, and he happened to be an off-duty security guard. So again, police right now searching for 2 men in a white SUV. If you know anything about this, give Crime Stoppers a call at 615-74-CRIME. We're live here in North Nashville this morning. I'm Cuthbert Langley, News Channel 5 HD.
Cuthbert, thank you. New details about a bad crash that shut down part of Old Hickory Boulevard. Investigators tell us a motorcyclist slammed into a construction sign in Lakewood just after 8 last night. The cyclist was taken to the hospital in critical condition. Passenger was also injured but is expected to be okay. A 19-year-old is in critical condition after getting hit by a car. We're told John Herdman was trying to cross Dover Road near Walker Circle in Clarksville when he was struck early Saturday morning. The driver was not hurt and is not facing any charges.
Man is recovering after a bad crash in Christian County. The Kentucky New Era snapped some photos and sent them our way. This is the intersection of Cadiz Road and Eagle Way bypass. Deputies say the driver of a tractor trailer failed to yield and crashed into that car last night. The driver of the car went to the hospital, is expected to survive though, so good news there. The big rig driver was not hurt. It's unclear if he'll be facing any charges. Meantime, a Clarksville man is behind bars this morning in connection with a shooting that happened over the weekend. Marcus Mitchell is charged with aggravated assault. Police say he shot a man in the 1500 block of Nolan Road yesterday morning. That victim had to be taken to Vanderbilt Medical Center and is expected to recover. Mitchell's being held on a $30,000 bond right now.
A state park will reopen today after a body was discovered over the weekend. A man's body was found at Burgess Falls State Park in Putnam County yesterday afternoon. Investigators are still trying to figure out who he is and how he died. As soon as we get more details, we will pass them along. We're waiting on more information after a man was found dead in a parking lot in Wilson County. We're told he was discovered early yesterday morning outside the Silverado East Dance Club on South College Street. Investigators say they know who he is, but they're waiting to talk to his family before releasing his name. No word yet on how he died.
A near disaster in Shelbyville after a giant hole opens up and swallows a police car. Stop what you're doing. Take a look at this video. It's pretty amazing. Hello, where'd the road go? Yesterday's heavy rain caused part of a drainage system that they call a flume to collapse. It opened up like a big, huge hole right across Lane Parkway, and it's in between the police and the fire department, so that's a problem too. It swallowed up a police car. Luckily, no one was inside, though. It's the 3rd time this thing, a flume, which helps drain stormwater from the Duck River, has collapsed this year. The city manager down in Shelbyville says It's a big problem and it won't be easy to fix.
We'll have to dig up the road, fix whatever's wrong underneath it, and then rebuild the road. Weeks, if not months.
And the city is thinking about asking FEMA to help pay for it by way of disaster funds. They've got some major repair costs they're looking at now.